If you want to get good at English, you have to read a lot. But if you read and listen at the same time, you can improve faster. If you find a word you don't understand, don't worry. Keep reading and listening to the end. There, you'll find the meanings to those difficult words and phrases. So, read, listen, and enjoy on a bright Monday morning. Maya stepped off the bus and approached the towering entrance of Lakeside High School. She took a deep breath, her heart pounding with a mix of excitement. It was her first day in a new school, and everything felt different. Maya was a foreign exchange student. Not only was she adjusting to a new school, but she was also adapting to an entirely new country. Besides, sounds and even the language were foreign to her. She had traveled far from her homeland to experience a different culture and expand her horizons. As she opened the heavy doors, Maya entered a bustling hallway. The walls were lined with lockers painted in different colors, and there were posters on the notice boards. Students hurried past her with their eyes facing forward. It seemed like everyone knew where they were going except her. Taking each step with care, Maya followed the signs that directed her towards the main office. There, she was greeted by a friendly receptionist who welcomed her with a warm smile. With a mixture of nerves and anticipation, Maya explained that she was a foreign exchange student and needed assistance with her schedule and class assignments. The receptionist, understanding the challenges Maya faced, patiently guided her through the necessary paperwork and provided her with a timetable. As the day went on, Maya attended her classes. She tried her best to understand what was being taught, but the language barrier made it an uphill struggle. The teacher spoke too quickly and used unfamiliar words. Nevertheless, Maya didn't give up. She leaned forward, focusing her attention and trying her best to understand. She hurriedly wrote down notes, hoping to catch any bits of information that made sense. However, it felt like the words slipped away, and she couldn't hold on to them, which left her feeling frustrated. Later, at lunchtime, Maya found herself sitting alone in the cafeteria. She looked around and noticed that all the other students were sitting together, talking and laughing. It made her feel disconnected and alone. She felt like she didn't belong, as if she were on the outside looking in. It seemed like nobody wanted to talk to her. Days turned into weeks, and the pattern continued. Maya found herself sitting alone in the cafeteria day after day. She accepted this as her new reality. Each day, she brought her lunchbox filled with food from her home country. The familiar flavors provided her with comfort amidst the sea of unfamiliar faces. Maya watched the clock as the minutes slowly ticked by, feeling like she didn't belong in a world where everyone else seemed to effortlessly connect with one another. One lunchtime, just as Maya opened her lunchbox, a girl with a warm smile approached her table. Maya had seen her around school but didn't know her name yet. With a mixture of surprise and hope, Maya looked up as the girl introduced herself as Emily. Maya smiled nervously and responded in a quivering voice, I am Maya." Emily then kindly invited Maya to join her and her friends at their table, as she noticed that Maya was sitting alone. Maya's heart skipped a beat as she processed the unexpected invitation. She couldn't believe her ears. She smiled shyly, showing her gratitude, and nodded in response. However, she couldn't find the right words to express how happy she felt. As they made their way to Emily's table, Maya's mind raced with thoughts and questions. Would she be able to understand their conversations? Would they understand her when she spoke? Doubts filled her mind, but she pushed them aside, determined to make the most of this opportunity. Maya took a seat at the table. She was greeted by friendly faces and introductions. The other students made an effort to speak slowly and use simple words, understanding Maya's struggle with English. They welcomed her warmly, expressing genuine interest in getting to know her. Throughout the lunch period, Maya listened attentively, trying her best to understand the conversations around her. At times, she felt overwhelmed by the rapid pace and unfamiliar vocabulary. But the group's patience and encouragement kept her spirits high. Emily was a pillar of support. She would explain things in simpler terms when Maya seemed lost and encouraged her to join in the discussion. Maya found comfort in Emily's gentle reassurance, which helped her gain confidence in expressing herself. As the days turned into weeks, Maya's English skills gradually improved. The more she interacted with Emily and her friends, the more comfortable she felt speaking in English. They would cheer her on whenever she mustered the courage to contribute to the conversation, even if it was just a few words. They talked, laughed, and told stories, creating a strong connection that went beyond language differences. Although Maya still faced occasional difficulties in understanding everything, she no longer felt alone. The lunch times that were once lonely were now filled with warmth and connection. She felt a growing sense of belonging and acceptance among her new friends. Maya's group of friends slowly grew bigger than just Emily's friends. She started getting more involved in school activities, joining clubs, and taking part in events. Through these activities, she met like-minded students. The hallways that used to be overwhelming became filled with familiar faces. Maya felt like she truly belonged. The school that once felt scary and unfamiliar became a place where she thrived. She took advantage of the chances that came her way and made a positive impact on the people she met. As the school year came to an end, Maya found herself surrounded by her friends during the farewell gathering. They gathered around her, their smiles warm and their eyes filled with appreciation. One by one, they expressed their heartfelt goodbyes and shared their appreciation for Maya's presence in their lives. They thanked her for the joy, laughter, and friendship she had brought to their days at Lakeside High School. In that moment, with her friends surrounding her, Maya had an important realization. She understood that the difficulty she had faced with the language was not really a barrier. Instead, it became a way for her to find true connections. It had become a way for her to find true connections, friendships that would last a lifetime, and bonds that would never be broken. All that was needed was patience, determination, and a willingness to understand.